Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Lesia, the preacher. So, this is going to be, I think, part three of Jezebel. And I didn't feel like getting all, dressed and made up. So, I'm going to just do this this way. And so, again, this is to give respect to Jezebel's name, bringing some respect to her name. We know that she's known to be an evil woman and married to an evil king, and she come from evil family, and even her husband's family was generationally evil and everything. But I still believe that Jezebel was a wife, and whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And yes, I acknowledge that Jezebel was responsible for the death of prophets, of men of God, women of God, possibly women too. Who knows? But um, but I also want to point out, so was Saul. Saul, who became Paul, he murdered God's people too. But we didn't throw him under the bus like we do Jezebel. And in fact, we forgave him, and he became, a follower of Christ. And he, like God brought him down to his knees, basically. And we don't know why God didn't do the same thing with Jezebel. Is and that's why it's not fair for us to judge each other so harshly, you know. But I think this is going to be the last video I do about Jezebel, part three. I think at this point we'll see. Um, and I'm going to be reading from 2 Kings 9 and 34. 2 Kings 9 and 34 from the King James Version. And it says, "And when he was come in, he did eat and drink, and said, Go, see now this cursed woman." Oops, uh, it went out. "And bury her, for she is a king's daughter." Regardless to Jezebel's reputation, she deserved to be buried and not necessarily eaten up by dogs. Yes, she had caused someone to experience that, and that's why she was cursed accordingly, you know. But I just want to say, for she is a king's daughter. At the end of the day, she was a king's daughter, and a king's daughter should not have been pushed out of a window and eaten by dogs. I just want to say that, you know. And with that being said, um, I'm going to do an angel message, okay? Because, as a believer, I just believe that we shouldn't go around putting Jezebel's name out like that. Here's one here. It says, "Oh, angel warriors." Oh my God, guys, y'all saw me shuffle. And I think the very first message I did, angel warriors came out concerning Jezebel. And it says, "Angels oversee your life and protect you." Wow, what confirmation, guys. Because again, for she is a king's daughter. A king's daughter. And that remind me of one of my ancestors from West Africa, Abiel. Abiel was a West African king's daughter. And she was 12 years old when she was sold into slavery. She was. I'm going to put that there. Wow, guys. Woo! That card flipped out and it came out. And forgiveness is in place again. Forgiveness is, again, we have forgiveness. Forgiveness. It says, forgiveness is the first step toward letting go of hurt and emotional pain. Just like when Saul became Paul, forgiveness was in order. You know, he had murdered Christians or believers. I don't really like using the word Christian so much, but believers. He had murdered believers. In fact, let me look that up because we forgave him. It heals only you. And I believe that forgiveness heals everyone involved. It can heal everyone involved, but especially you. Especially you. So let me look up the Saul here and read that. Okay, because to me, he was just as bad as Jezebel to me. But, you know, again, he was a man, so, you know. Let's see if I can find it. Thank you for your patience. How are you guys? How are you? Um, mm, 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 mm. Let's see if I can find it. Because I saw it not too long ago. And it had to be in the New Testament, of course. So let me scroll down. Okay, here we go. I found it, guys. I found it. Oh my God. So, you know, this is why I am bringing respect to Jezebel's name. Because it says, Acts 8 and 3. As for Saul, he made havoc of the church. I mean, it says he made havoc of the church, entering into every house, entering into every house and hailing men and women, committed them to prison. He was putting people in prison. Therefore, they were scattered abroad, went everywhere preaching the word. Okay? But again, Saul was, you know, because, okay, I'm going to go to verse 1. It says, and Saul was consenting unto his death. And at that time there was a great persecution against the church, which was at Jerusalem. And they were all scattered abroad throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. And devout men carried Stephen to his burial and made great lamentation over him. As for Saul, he made havoc of the church, entering into every house. And is it Haling, hailing men and women, committed them to prison. So he was just making it hard, you know, just like Jezebel. You know, she was out there, you know, just, you know, responsible for killing God's prophets, you know. Rejuvenation. This is the top of the deck. So I pulled 3 angel messages. Rejuvenation. Take time to rest and recharge your batteries. We need to recharge ourselves. We need to think things differently. You know, we need to be believers. Okay? We need to, you know, understand that we're all warriors of some type, of some type. And like I said, Jezebel, she was a wife. You know, she was a wife and she was also the daughter of a king, you know. So forgiveness is in order, just like with Saul becoming Paul. Rejuvenation time. We need to think things differently. We need to be more forgiving. We need to be more understanding. And we need to stop placing judgment on ourselves, Jezebels, and anybody. We need to stop doing that. It's just so disheartening. You know, we need to stop being so hard on ourselves and other people, whether they believers or not. Just because someone is a non-believer and causing havoc and killing us and stuff, don't mean that it gives us the right to act like them. We don't have the right to act like them. We're peculiar people. We're peculiar. Let me light my sage. So I'm finna pull an oracle message next. Yeah. Got this little piece of sage that I'm burning. But yeah, so again, thank you for following me and listening to me. You know, I don't have very many subscribers and I don't have many people that watch my videos. But for those few faithful of you that do, I really appreciate it because I believe my messages are important. I really do. I really believe they're important and they're relevant even today. And, you know, these Bible characters, they feel real to me. You know, one card came out. We'll see what it is. Card 20. Card 20. And it's also 2, 4, 6, 8 of spades. 8 of spades. And let me just look it up. Hold on. But it looked like a garden, a maze, you know, a garden, a maze, you know. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, my 4 poly pagan friends in there. In the middle of there looked like some type of, looked like a Buddha, a Buddha or something like that. But card 20, let's look that up. Click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I hope you guys are doing well. It's the garden card, 8 of spades, and it means public, open, social. So yeah, you know, Jezebel, she just became this big old public obstacle, you know what I'm saying? Just a spectacle, you know, someone to be, you know, we just didn't do her right, you know. How come we can't be as forgiving toward Jezebel as we were Saul, you know? They both are guilty of the similar crimes. But, you know, and if it wasn't for God bringing Saul to his knees, he still would have been doing what he was doing, you know. But it says here, I'm reading it from my pagan book here. We see in this card a beautiful uh, labyrinth cultivated out of lavender. So yeah, look at that. To me, I call it like a maze, you know. But it's a garden. It's lavender. It's beautiful. Um, the labyrinth is a special walking meditation. At its center is a lovely goddess of Willendorf statue, a primitive and ancient statue showing man's veneration of the mother energy, because Jezebel was a mother. And because of her evil doing and her husband's evil doing, more so her husband than her, but you know, their evil doing, Ahab's kids. Now, I don't think Jezebel has 70 children, but her husband has 70 sons, and they were all beheaded because of their evil. That was the consequence of the king and queen's evilness. King Ahab and Queen Jezebel's evilness resulted in Ahab's 70 sons being beheaded. Y'all forget about that part. But they also had a daughter. Jezebel had a daughter. And the daughter was evil too. You know, evil people breed other evil people. And so we see our four pagan friends all walking at various points. They're all spread out in this garden, okay, at different points here. They are together, but each is focused on his or her own peace and understanding while they walk. Wow, like I just said, you know, we got to be more understanding in order to be at peace and stop being so judgmental of Jezebel, the Sauls and Jezebels and Ahabs and all these people, you know. We're supposed to what? Pray for our enemies and not be talking about them. We go around talking about the Jezebel spirit. What about the Ahab spirit? What about the Saul spirit? We don't focus on those spirits. We just always, you know, bring women to their knees. Make them sound bad. We make you know, we just, you know, bring women to the public and out in the open and ridicule them socially and everything. That's what we do. They pushed Jezebel out of a window. You know what I'm saying? Wow. This card's symbolism goes back to the days when a courting couple might go for a stroll in the park because being alone together in private was a social taboo. Social taboos are just like devastating. They are. And when you're like an evil couple, you know, that just makes it even like 1,000 times worse, you know. So again, that so let me I had stopped shuffling, so I'm gonna take the top card. Here we got the female energy again. Jezebel was a mother, a woman, a wife, and somebody's daughter. A king's daughter, not just somebody's daughter, but a king's daughter. When you're the daughter of a king, that matters. And my ancestor was the daughter of a king, and she was sold into slavery at 12 years old. And I believe that's why my ancestors are, you know, really backing me up today. They want me to run for president, you know, and they know what I've gone through. I've been, you know, put through humiliation, you know. I was once viewed as a good woman, and then my reputation took a hit. You know, it took a hit. And I was a mother, you know. I was considered a good woman. I was a wife for 31 years, y'all. You know? But, you know, my life took a hit. Like Jezebel. Bottom of the deck. Card number 14. And see, the woman, mothers and wives, you know, we are the ace of spades. Come on now. We're the ace of spades. Here's the eight of spades. You know, we're the ace of spades. Not too much trump the ace of spades. Just some crazy jokers. Some king, you know, some Sauls and Ahabs. The Sauls and Ahabs is what are the jokers. that can take down the ace of spades. I'm just saying. Card number 14. It looked like the fox card, or wolf or fox. And we have our pagan friends sitting around. I like how he's wearing the color green. He's wearing the color green. But I'll look up card 14. The fox card. And it's the 9 of clubs. The 9 of clubs. It's time to bring foolishness to the end. You know, just foolishness. It's time to bring that to the end. It's time to stop all the, public shaming and blaming and accusory and mockery and stuff of people. It's time to bring it to an end. Card 14, 9 of clubs. It's time to be creative. It's time to be more cunning and to create more opportunities for people. Cunning meaning being smart and, not going along with the crowd. Come up with some new ideas and shit. At sunset, it says at sunset, the 4 pagans are gathered together around a fire meditating. Come up with some new shit, guys. It's time out for the same old, just, wreaking havoc, causing harm to people and stuff for no real good reason. One of them has a vision of his spirit animal, the fox. Yeah, the one sitting in the green. Okay. He is being called to embrace both the positive and negative aspect of this animal spirit. Often the fox can be seen as a sign of trickery, but this might be due to the cunning and sharp, almost devious nature of the fox in the wild. In the wild, yeah. A fox has not only the ability, but the need to make lightning fast decisions upon which life or death depends. My Lord. When the fox is in your card, ask yourself where you need to think creatively, outside the box. Yes, come on now, so to speak, to make ends meet, to live another day, to rise to the top of a given situation. It may be you who needs to be cunning and crafty. Come on, I challenge you all. Put your thinking caps on. Pray in the Holy Ghost in the Spirit. Pray. Ask God, how can I think better? How can I open up my understanding and be more fair to everybody? Evil people, good people, it don't matter. Evil today can be good tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We can always flip the script on some shit. The same people that do you good today can turn around and stab you in the back tomorrow. The same person. Saul was killing Christians one day, and then the next day, he was trying to help them. I'm just saying. It may also be someone near you. So be on guard. Consider that. Like a fox in the wild, you need to be sharp, alert, on your game. Yes. Whether protecting yourself against the treachery of another or recognizing opportunities to get ahead. It's always such a, we got to be sharper and smarter than how we've been acting. We don't be acting like, we had a Holy Ghost. We don't act like believers. We don't act like peculiar people no more. We supposed to, though. We supposed to be peculiar and not do things that other people do. We don't supposed to act like other people act. Other, not just people, but creation. Other creation, Creation, period. All of creation. We got to be different in how we think and act. You know, we just do. Time out for the same old, tired old, being prejudiced and being, biased and condemning people and, what I'm saying, just condemning folks for no good reason. You know, causing harm to believers. You know, people who do right. These cards are flipping out. These are the love tarot as I'm talking. These cards want to come out. I'm going to take them as they come out. Look. Wow. They just flipping out. I'm going to take these three for now. I lit that sage and then boom. But this was the first one to come out. What is this one? Ooh, the devil card. Like I was saying, it don't matter if we think people are evil or good. We all evil and good. We got to keep our evil and our good balanced. We all can be Saul and Jezebel. All of us. You too. You can be a Jezebel and a Saul and an Ahab, and so can I. That double energy. We all are capable of it. All of us. It just means that we need to change. And this is our time to change. And stop acting like we so confused. Like we so self-righteous. Balance yourself out. What did it say? We're all warriors. We're all in a spiritual battle every day. Angel warriors. Whether you Jezebel, whether you Sarah, whether you Rahab or the Samaritan woman or, the Virgin Mary, it don't matter who you are. You're going to go through. You're going to go through some changes. That devil energy changes. Changing, having to balance your good and your evil sides. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Yeah, we got to cut out bad behavior. We got to balance ourselves out and cut out the stuff cut out being judgmental and condemning folks. Cut that shit out. Stop judging people and condemning folks. We passed that point. The blood of Jesus covers us all. We are to live in the spirit and be forgiving. The only way to balance out your good and evil is to forgive. Forgive each other. And stop condemning each other and judging each other and punishing each other and killing each other. Killing our spirits with our tongues. Saying all kind of crazy, unnecessary stuff. Those people should not have, treated Jezebel that way. And then you can say, well, she shouldn't have did what she did. Possibly. True. She didn't have to kill prophets. This is 4 cards. Wow. She did not have to kill prophets. She did not. She didn't. But she did. She was an evil woman. She was married to an evil man. She come from an evil family, and so did his people was evil. So she was just doing her job. We was doing our job. It says the 4 of Cups here. She was doing her job. She was a married woman doing her job as an evil woman. As a wife. She was an evil wife married to an evil man doing her job. Whether I'm evil or good, I'm going to do my job. That's what we do. Saul was passionate about killing Christians and putting them in prison and whatever he had to do. He was passionate about it. That was his purpose. That was Jezebel's purpose. Ahab's purpose. The Knight of Pentacles. It kind of came in reverse, but it's not even a point no more. Knight of Pentacles. You know, it's time for us to change. It's time for us to consider something different, something new. You know, we can't keep taking bitter fruit. You know, it's time to stop taking lowball offers. Lowball offers, bitter fruit. We got to move away from that energy. You know, we got to move away from acting like, we got to be perfect. And we have to live out the part we play in the scheme of things. We can't deliver ourselves. Only God can deliver us. Only He can do that. Only He can balance out our world. Jezebel had to play her part. King Ahab had to play his part. But thank God for, was it Elijah? Thank God for him. In that story. Thank God that Saul became Paul. Because only the Lord can change our world up. Only He can do that. Only He can save us. Paul was lucky. He was blessed. Jezebel, well, not so much. Not so much. Again, only God can determine our destiny and our fate. Only He can. Only He can save us. We can't save ourselves. I couldn't control that I was born in Detroit, Michigan in 1969 as a black woman. I only God could control that. And Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Same thing with Jezebel and Ahab. They were destined to be this evil couple. And, she got pushed out the window. You know what I'm saying? She got pushed out the window. Yeah. She got pushed out the window and ate up by some dogs. But still yet, she was the daughter of a king and should have been buried a certain way. Period. Because she was a wife of a king and the daughter of a king, regardless. I got a dress made like that. Remember when I was at the Vero Beach, and my dress was long sleeves, but it gathered in the back like that, right there in the seam. It gathered in the back. That was cute. I just noticed that. But yeah, so I don't want to prolong this video. I just wanted to, offer that part 3 to Jezebel's story and just, compare her to Saul to help us, be more understanding and forgiving, not only of Jezebel, of ourselves. We all have a purpose and a calling in our life. And whether we evil or good, we're still a warrior of some type. We're all battling in the spirit. We're all battling in the spirit. And no one can escape it. No one can escape it. We got to rejuvenate ourselves. We got to change our way of thinking about each other. We got to be better at that. Be more understanding. Again, women, wives, mothers are important. No matter what our purpose and calling is. You know, God created and made a woman to help a man. Even if that man is evil, we're still here to help and love. It's a lot to think about and figure out. We gotta call on God. We gotta call on Him. Call in on the Spirit to help us understand, to help us love more, be more patient with each other. Balance out the good and bad in our lives so we can always change, grow, and evolve. And don't stay in double energy, all confused. You know, the Queen of Swords, you know, Jezebel's, Saul's, you know, King Ahab's, King David, you know, all the Solomon, King Solomon, all these people, you know, they wreak havoc. They, you know, they had some strong callings on their lives. You know, it's not easy. You know, but it's time for us to evolve and don't take lowball offers no more. Stop eating that bitter fruit of judgmental attitudes and you know accusing each other and you know we just need to act right. Be more loving, more forgiving, whether a person is perceived an enemy one day or a friend the next. We got to be more understanding and forgiving, even if a person is evil today and good tomorrow. Because we all capable of that, you know. We're all capable of being in relationships and marriages and situations that bring out our good side and our bad side. All of us are. One minute, you can be the good person in your relationship, and then the next minute, you can be the bad person. It's just all a matter of situations. But at the end of the day, God is in control. He is in control of who we marry and who we are committed to. You know, God is the forgiver. He is the lover of all of our souls. He is the creator of the whole world. And we are to put our trust in Him. Because people will change on us. The same motherfucker that love us today can push our ass out the window tomorrow. You know? You, the same person you marry and say, I do. And I will love you forever and have your kids and all this stuff. They can love you one day and then turn around and hate you the next. Because life happens. Stuff happens. Shit happens. And they will want to just push you out the damn window. See, look at him. He just look all sneaky looking. Like he just want to push her ass out the window or something. You know? That's how life is. But let's see how we can end this on a positive note. I want to just pull this angel message and see. Discernment. Yep, use your discernment. Use your discernment day by day. Literally day by day. And it says, follow your intuition. Your intuition is the key. The key to how your world and God will go. Your discernment. Keep in balance of your good and your bad. Stay balanced. And expect other people to do it too. When you realize that other people got to balance out their shit too, then you'll be more understanding. You know, you will. You will. Well, thank you for, allowing me to put some respect on Queen Jezebel's name. She was the daughter of a king. She was married to a king. Yeah, they were some evil people. Yeah, they were. No doubt about it. But so was Saul. Saul was evil before he became good. And we all are evil. We all are evil. But yet, because of God's grace and mercy, we are good. We are good. And we're able to balance out the evil and the good in our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you for listening. Thank you. Click like, subscribe. If you'd like a personal a personal reading, you can email me at drlesiathepreacher@gmail.com, and I will, help you figure out where are you on the spectrum of evil and good in your life. I will help you figure out, how to balance it out. Where are you and how to balance out? We'll talk. We'll talk about your issue. We'll talk about it. drlesiathepreacher@gmail.com. And then also, if you want to donate to my channel, be a blessing, you can cash at me at $ Dr. Lesia the Preacher. Just that simple. I love you. Be blessed. Bye.